Welcome to Petty Talks with Deja. Okay, y'all, we really need to talk about Kenya more because this whole salon situation, it honestly is sad, messy, and feels like a business lesson that had to happen very publicly. So, for anyone who hasn't been fully keeping up, Kenya got a commercial space for what was supposed to become her Kenya Moore hair spa. And from what's been discussed publicly, the space was completely blank. And from what I remember, we actually saw on the show that it was completely blank and that she was building it out. She did renovations, design, equipment, the whole thing. And now from Kenya's side, it seems like she believed that there was supposed to be some kind of tenant improvement allowance or build out reimbursement. Basically, money that the landlord was supposed to contribute or reimburse up to a certain amount, because she was supposed to be investing so much into making the space usable for her and her business. And when she allegedly didn't get what she believed she was supposed to get, she basically stopped paying rent. Now, you already know that that did not end quietly. The landlord took her to court, the landlord won, and Kenya was reportedly ordered to pay what she owed. But from everything that has been said publicly, those payments didn't happen like they were supposed to. From what I'm remembering, they were supposed to be either $80,000 or $70,000, like two or four payments like split up or something like that. Maybe it was supposed to be like 80,000 or 70,000 for two payments, and then now we're supposed to get her back on track. And if she wanted to keep on renting and not be evicted, then that's what it would have taken for her to actually stay in the space. And this is the part that really shocked people because while Kenya was in South Korea with Brooklyn, her daughter, all of a sudden we see her stuff from her salon outside: furniture, supplies, hair dryers, rollers, clips, clippers, basically her whole business on the ground. And from the outside looking in, it really didn't seem like she or her team expected that moment. But one person definitely seemed aware: Britt Eady. And if y'all watch season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, then you know Britt and Kenya definitely had some tension. Now, let's be honest, Britt kept pushing. It really felt like she wanted the classic Kenya villain moment that we always got. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Twirl. I twirl on the haters, all of that. Like that big explosive back and forth that we were used to. But Kenya honestly seemed like she was trying to move differently. Like she was trying not to be the same old predictable villain. Like she was trying to grow and be somebody different. And, you know, Britt makes that whole comment about having whips and pistols and chains. And from there, Kenya clearly decided, okay, so now I'm going to go there too. So when Kenya was doing the Kenya Moore Hair Spa opening on Bravo, like on season, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, Kenya pulls the whole, who is this hoe poster board situation. And she was alleging that the explicit photos on the poster board were Britt. But Britt later said that it wasn't her. Like it was not her giving head on those posters and those pictures. That was not her. And then that whole situation obviously became an HR issue, and like Bravo HR had to get involved, and they were like, "No, girl, you need to sit out." Um, and then that's honestly where everything from there just started spiraling for Kenya. Kenya got off the show. She had business issue, financial pressure, and now like the whole salon situation. And, you know, this is where I'm just going to be honest. It honestly sounds like the business may have already been shaky before all the drama because Kenya herself even mentioned that she had concerns. She had said that she put around $400,000 from Brooklyn's college future fund, whatever, into this situation, into this business. And if you are honestly, you know, worried early on, then that says a lot, you know, because I think that the business had like a dry opening and she wanted people to like come in and like be interested in all that, and they just were not. um and then also like after that situation with um what's her name, Britt, a lot of people started going online and going on Google and calling Kenya vile and like her Google comments and leaving 1-star reviews. So like her business was really just doomed, you know, from that point on, if it wasn't already from the start. And like here's my thing. I really think that Kenya got too locked into one vision instead of pivoting once she saw that it wasn't working. Because honestly, like, girl, you in Atlanta, a city full of beauty culture, stylists, braiders, silk purses, natural hair extensions, everything. She could have absolutely made money by renting chairs, bringing in multiple stylists, and making her product line the feature product. So she was making money from the stylist being renting out her chairs, and then also from her products being sold. And also she could have had people, I want to re-up on my products, from Kenya Moore, because I'm missing, oh, this is low, this is blah blah blah. Oh yeah, girl, go ahead, you go up to the counter and then you buy some. She could have had a wall full of Kenya Moore hair supplies. And honestly, like, I I love Kenya, but then also that conversation about the not really prioritizing 4C hair in Atlanta, a black city like Atlanta, like a black a woman owned hair business. It just feel like a missed opportunity, because if you're doing hair, then you need to know hair, not just some hair, all hairs. All different types of hair. But like sometimes, you know, you got to be honest with some people, because I really love Kenya, like, and I love her on the show, she's my favorite. But you got to be honest with them. You got to say, like, this may not have been the strongest business plan, and I really wish somebody on her team would have kind of like stopped her and just been like, hey, this is not strong, it's not going to be good, because she was selling her hair products successfully. They were in the brick and mortar, like Walgreens. They were in Walmart, Target, CVS. But running like your own brick and mortar salon, they just aren't the same thing. I really do wish the best for Kenya, because she'll always be my favorite, whether she's on the show, whether she's off the show. And I really do think that she could come back to the show and be a great housewife with the cast that we already have, because I really do hope that this situation does teach her how to, like, pivot and, like, do other things. If something isn't working, girl, you got to try something else, because you will be in a dire financial situation. And sometimes the original plan not working does not mean that you failed. It just means that you need a smarter one. But let me know what y'all think. Did Kenya's landlord do her wrong? I don't think he did. Girl, you're not paying my money, it's going to be a problem. I'm taking your ass to court. But that's just me. Or do y'all think that Kenya made emotional business decisions that just didn't work out? And be honest, was this just bad luck or bad business? But anyways, this has been Petty Talks with Deja, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.